This tutorial is to paint this cute hippo. So I have to tell you a little story about this. I was in Unsplash and I looked for a keyword koi to get some reference photos for the koi fish because they're just so pretty, the oranges and blues, and they're just gorgeous. And this came up under that keyword. So I said, okay, this is a sign. I must paint this hippo. So the colors are kind of all the same. It's not, there's not a lot of contrast. So what I thought I would do is paint this with rainbow colors using only phthalo blue, permanent rose, and lemon yellow to see how that goes. So here is a value study that I had done on my computer to kind of help guide me. Here's my simple outline. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to wet all around. I'm going to do the water first. Wet all around the hippo outline. Now at the bottom here, where the hippo touches the water, I'm going to leave a little bit of a white line just to kind of show the line between the hippo and the water. Now once I've kind of gone around the hippo there, I'm going to just do some stripes of water here, leaving some white space just to kind of show some movement in the water. It's hard to tell what I'm doing here with the lights, but when I start dropping in color, you'll see that there is some white spots. I think I have enough white spots. Now I'm just going to dab in some water where my paper is wet to make sure my colors really start to move. I hope I have enough white. If I don't, gouache to the rescue. Now let's get some permanent rose here, some phthalo blue, that's a powerful color, and some lemon yellow, which looks kind of green because my brush just went to the phthalo blue. Okay, I'm just going to drop in where I see it's shiny. That's my yellow. Now let's get some permanent rose. Now I'm dipping into my phthalo. It's going to mix and make greens and purples. Oh, it looks so cool. I'm going to add a little bit more of this blue closer to the hippo. Okay, I think I have enough. I think I want a little bit more of the pink in here. I'm being very careful not to have all three colors merging together because that will create brown. I've got a little bit of it going on here. Now I'm going to tilt it and let all the water run towards the hippo because I want that to be the darker area. I can also take a dry brush and kind of mop up some of that extra. I'm always letting gravity help me. Okay, I need to straighten out that water line there. Oh, this turned out really cute. I hope I can continue the cuteness. Okay, I'm going to do a little more blue. While it's still wet, I can add colors and let it mix and mingle on the paper. Okay, this is getting close to overdoing it, overworking it, because that's my specialty. Okay, I really like this. That was fun. Okay, let this dry completely. Okay, this is dry. It's still a little damp down here, but I'm going to try not to touch that. So now what I'm going to do is look at my value study here, and I'm going to try to drop in paint the darker colors where I see the dark is. This is just going to be my first layer for the hippo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just wet the entire hippo. Making sure I still have that bright white line. So I'm going to drop in some colors, trying to keep the values where they should be. And then when that dries, I'll come in probably with a mix of purple, which would be the permanent rose, and phthalo blue, and add the dark values. This is an experiment. I've never done anything like this before. This is really loose for me. Let's see if I've got everything covered. I do not. I have to turn it at an angle to see what's still dry. If I don't see a shine, then I know water hasn't touched it. Okay, I'm going to drop in just a little water here and there, and then kind of rock it back and forth, tilt it, get the water going everywhere. Kind of touch the water line there, but that's okay. Let the paint sink, or let the water sink in some. If it's too wet, I'm just taking a dry brush and just kind of lifting up some puddles. Soak in, soak in. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing that I did in the water. That turned out so pretty with the same colors. I'm going to make them a little bit stronger, so more pigment, less water. That blue is so intense. Okay, I'm going to start down here, the blue. The ears are pretty dark. Let's see. Okay, now I'm going to add my permanent rose. Like I said, this is an experiment. So I went into my water line. It's okay, that's what paper towels are for. Do a little bit in here before I add my yellow. It's a little bit lighter here. This is a great exercise to see what your colors do mixing together. Some more of the blue here because the ear is pretty dark. This looks so crazy. Makes it pretty red, doesn't it? Okay, now I'm going to lift it, let gravity blend some of this together. Okay, I got a couple of spots down here that made it into the water. Okay, that looks so crazy. Okay, we're gonna let it dry now. Okay, it's dry. Now I've got a mixture of permanent rose and phthalo blue. It's a pretty dark purple, so I'm going to use that to add my darks here. Like I said, this is an experiment. It's pretty thick paint here. Now I'm going to rinse my brush and dab it, and then just tickle these edges here. This is an experiment. I've got all kinds of blooms going on there, so I'm just going to drop in more paint. Dab my brush. Do a little lifting here. A little soft edge along in here. Okay, that was crazy. Okay, let's try this ear. Soft edge. I'm going to do this permanent rose down here. I'm not going to touch that. I just want a little bit of the pink going on down there. Then soft edge. Soften that edge. Okay, I'm going to be brave here. This is the other ear. And there's some shading along here. Okay, damp brush. Let's just touch those edges and let it move. This is an experiment. You were warned. But I think it's going to be cute. Okay, I'm going to come in here with some of the pink. Damp brush. I'm just taking it all the way across, not touching that wet part up there. I think it's kind of cute. Okay, I'm going to let this dry and then work on the eye. Okay, for the eye, I've got a tiny brush here. I think it's probably a size 0. I really don't know. I'm just getting some of this purple paint, which is the phthalo blue and permanent rose. And I'm just going to paint where I see the darkest. Get a little more phthalo blue. I need it to be pretty dark. I'm going to try to leave the highlights. I'm painting around them. That kind of helps me to know where they are. And then just keep okay, I think I'm doing it. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's just too cute. It is too cute. Okay. Now I need to add some more value up here, but I don't think that's completely dry. I need to do a little lifting here. I think I can add that now. Okay, I'm just mixing up a little lighter purple to turn this where I can really see. Then a damp brush. Let's tickle those edges. Tickle those edges. Let's see. Where else? I think we could use some down here. Let's soften these edges. I'm not sure I'm pulling this off, but I'm trying. I think we need a little bit up here. Oh, it's just too cute. Okay, since this is dry over here, phthalo blue does not lift easily. It's a staining pigment, but I'm going to see if I can't lift a little. So I've got this 1/4-inch chisel blender. I think it's designed for acrylic paint. Let's see if I can lighten it just a little right here. Just rubbing it back and forth. Yeah, that worked. Oh yeah, let's do a little bit more. And there's a little highlight in here. Just a little scrubbing. Okay. Oh, this thing's too cute. I still need some darker values back there. I like this. This is just so much fun. So much fun. But I'm going to let this dry. Okay, it's dry, so I'm going to add just a little bit darker value just right up here. It's kind of a funky shape up here. Funky shape is a new artistic term. I'm just kind of lifting here at the top and dabbing it on my rag. I'm not sure it works too well, but it's been fun. I think I need more dark here. Damp brush. This is just a damp brush. I'm just kind of blending it all together here. Oh, I like it. Okay, I think I am done. Let's add a little something to this highlight. It's kind of a big highlight. And I think there's a little highlight over here. So I'm just going to scrub just a little. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. Okay, I think I need a little bit more value in the ear here. Just here at the top. And then damp brush, let's smooth that edge. I'm still smoothing it. Oh gosh, I think I really like this. Okay, I'm going to let this dry, but I think it is done. And this is a rainbow hippo. How awesome is that? Well, hang on. I think the eyes, I think I'm gonna go over that dark area again. Yeah, it needed that. Oh my goodness. This is just too cute. Okay, now I'm calling it done. I love this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing your rainbow hippos. A hippo who wanted to be a koi fish. One last thing. I always say I'm done when I'm not. I'm going to try to do a little lifting here at the water line. It's probably not going to do too well. But I liked that white division. Now I can come through when this is dry with the white pen, which is what I'm going to do, because I really liked that crisp white line there. So when it dries, acrylic gel pen to the rescue. Okay, it's dry. Whenever I use a gel pen, I'll always wipe. You can see I used it earlier today. I wipe the excess ink, the dried up ink, on my finger, on a cloth or something, and then go to the paper. This can fix. Oh yeah, it's fixing it. I just like that white line. And over here, I went a little bit over as well. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is just too cute. Let's see about adding a little white dot. Yeah. 2 little dots. Oh my gosh, my rainbow hippo is very, very pleased with itself. Look at the water. Turned out really good. Okay, now I'm done. Thank you for being a subscriber. I really appreciate your support. Thank you.